Hi guys. You know how things happen and it sparks conversation. Well, last week the coffee maker, our Carrick, uh, went out here at the library, and of course, got a conversation of coffee. And Patricia said, "Well, let's make some cold brew coffee and do video." I said, "Oh, okay, but we've got to find the recipe in the recipe book." It wasn't an easy task, but we did find one. We found one in this book. It's called The Minimalist Kitchen: The Practical Art of Making More with Less. So I'm going to demonstrate a recipe in here uh, called cold brew coffee. And I watched videos on making cold brew coffee, and they were all basically the same because cold brew coffee is very simple, but everybody had different ideas of the ratio of coffee to the ratio of water, the amount of time that it was left to steep. I don't know if steep is the right word, but the amount of time that it was left to set. Some as little as 12 hours, some as much as 48 hours. But one thing that everybody did agree with, that cold brew coffee is less acidic, so it's easier on your stomach. And it's a little stronger amount of caffeine in it. So if you have trouble with the acid in your stomach, this is a good alternative to regular coffee. Now, also, now I don't know anything about, or didn't know anything about cold brew coffee. Cold brew coffee and iced coffee are two very different things. Iced coffee is coffee that's been brewed hot, either with your pod maker or your filter coffee pot, and then you add ice to it. The cold brew coffee is coffee beans that the water has absorbed the coffee from them by sitting for a certain length of time. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is and this is something I've never done, we are going to grind a cup of coffee beans. And it's going to be coarsely ground. You don't want it too fine, because then when you filter your coffee, the grounds will get in.
You probably just have to do half of the time.
Okay, so we're going to do half. I think I lost a bean there. Okay, it's on there. And I've not used this before. Huh? Have I done it too much? Okay. I don't know. I've not done this before. But anyway, okay, so yeah, that's coarse. From what I watched online, that's about the way it looked. Okay. This one's not as ground as fine. It's more coarse. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this, and you can use any kind of glass container. I suppose it doesn't have to be glass, but we're going to put our coarsely ground beans in there. And the minimalist cookbook calls for a 4-to-1 ratio. So we have 1 cup of coffee, and I have measured out 4 cups of water. Now we want to make sure that all our grounds, I'm just going to use this, Patricia, that all of our grounds are good and wet. They are floating on top. I'm going to get them all wet. This is supposed to be like, I don't know how many of you like Starbucks. I know Starbucks is very, very popular. I am not a Starbucks person. Maybe part of it's because I'm cheap. Another part of it is because when I have had it, it just seems too strong to me. So, but anyway, I may not be a good judge of the flavor of this coffee. From what I understand, Starbucks is a cold brew. And so anyway, this is ready, and we are going to let it set out until we'll come back tomorrow in the morning and strain this, and we're going to serve it up with some sweet cream. So we'll talk to you later. Okay, we're back. You know, I don't know about you. I don't like just black coffee. I love vanilla and cream. And so we're going to make some sweet cream, vanilla sweet cream for our cold brew coffee. So it's we've got a lot of coffee. So it's equal parts of heavy whipping cream and milk. We have whole milk. Wrong lid. Okay. And we have some vanilla syrup. Now, you can certainly make this to taste. I'm doing 3 tablespoons of this vanilla syrup. And you know, it's the same way with your cold brew. You make that to taste. People have very different ideas of how to make the cold brew. And it's going to be the same with your creamer. Now this is all ready for when our coffee is done steeping. Okay, we'll be back. Hey guys, we're back with our cold brew. It's the next morning. It's been almost 20 hours that our cold brew, our water has been steeping, pulling out that coffee flavor, leaving the the acidic part behind, and also pulling out that caffeine. It is a little, from what I understand, that there is more caffeine. Anyway, so we're going to strain this. We have a mesh strainer. We have a paper filter. And if you have say like a Mr. Coffee, you can use the strainer thing on the Mr. Coffee. Our grounds have stayed in the bottom of the jar. That's good. Whoa. Thought it was going to fall out and splash. Do you ever go to bed at night thinking about that morning cup of coffee? I'm kind of ashamed that sometimes I do. I'm not a morning person. We've got our glasses with some ice in it and a mug. You can certainly if you like hot coffee in the morning like I do, put your coffee in the microwave and heat it up. When this is done straining, we won't drink all this. We'll put it in the refrigerator and enjoy it next week. So that's something you can do on the weekends is fix your cold brew coffee, set it in the refrigerator, and then the next week it's all ready. All you have to do is just pour it in your mug and put it in the microwave or pour it over your ice. We're getting close. It's almost all strained. Come on. Okay. Close enough. I'm impatient. All right. Now, this is a kind of a concentrated. You can add water to it if you think it's going to be too strong. That's pretty strong. Some people would really love it this way, I'm sure. I'm going to put our creamer. I'm going to put a lot because it is strong. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm not a cold brew person, but that is very good. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that you will try this method if you've never had, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thank you. You guys have a great day.